Good morning, everyone. This is a surprise stream. I'm just going to be working on some stuff. Thought I would share. Nothing really high end. I'm just going to be working on a 3D character. I'm not even going to mess around. I'm just going to go straight over to there. And this is what I'm going to be working on today. If you want to join me, awesome. If not, you'll be watching this later. So this is just me working on a character model. This is the character. This is a character called Onslow Kensington. He will be featured hopefully in a little short. His butt's got to get work done. He has a lot of little things that need to be tweaked on him. But we're getting there slowly but surely. Let's fix that problem right there. I don't like that. Yeah, I have a viewer. Hello, viewer. Hope you're doing well today. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I'd like to grab that and then hide unselect it so I can work on this atrociousness. Yeah, that's not needed. We don't need that. This started off life as a nude, and so a tushy made sense. And, you know, he's still going to have a bit of a tushy, but he doesn't need it quite as accentuated. So we're going to... What is going on there? Alright, I see. And... drag that out a little bit. I'm just kind of playing around. Yeah, it's not what I had in mind. We're going to fix a lot of this. We're going to do a little at a time. But we'll fix it. This model does not require that much tush. And since I was in here modeling, and I know a lot of people are interested, I thought I'd get in here and just kind of, on a Thursday, if people wanted, they could watch me model stuff. Make all kinds of mistakes, and I do. I make lots of mistakes, but that's okay. Because then I get to fix them. Why do I have... That's not centered the way it's supposed to be centered. It's weird. There we go. Good morning, Mayor. How are you today? Are you feeling any better? Well, that's weird. Let's see what that's actually a part of. That might have been an artifact of my modeling earlier. I was working on him a little bit this morning. Is that just... okay, it's supposed to be back there. Okay. Bring this back into line. Yeah, just kind of messing around today. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, I don't tend to eat meat, but I'm doing fine. Hey, those are staying on screen pretty well. That was another test I wanted to do while I was modeling today. It was just kind of test out the chat and stuff. Just, whoa, what is going on there? Ah. Just kind of see where I'm at. I'm just modeling, doing my thing, trying to fix some issues. And I'll probably be restarting the software off and on just because of the issues I generally have with it. So I will thank you ahead of time for your patience. So let's see. Since we really don't need a really defined tushy on this guy, let's see what this is going to look like. Let's go up here. Yeah, he's got all kinds of problems back here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's just so horrible. We'll fix it. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. The belt's better. But we're definitely going to need to fix some stuff in here. I'm doing well. Just a little stepped up this morning. To be expected. It's Arizona. Let's turn that off. Let's turn my edges back on. Oh, zoom this guy out so at least people can see what the heck I'm working on. I get a better idea of my silhouette. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up some of this mess. Just going to target unexpected consequence there. Interesting. What's going to happen here? Do I have some rogue vertices? I think I do. So let's back out of here. Let's see what's going on. I delete. Aha! I do have some rogue issues going on there. Well, that cleans it up. Try to work clean, but I'm not always successful. So, meh. Okay, just going to continue doing what I do. That is still a mess. Alright. So, what is that? A random face. Huh. I have a funny feeling I know what that is. Alright. Now that's broken. Look at that. So let's delete that. And I think my culprit is I welded this guy together from two halves. Yeah. There we go. That's exactly what was going on. It happens. I'm just gonna fix that. There we go. Now I can fix the thing I wanted to fix. Ooh. Alright. Got my attention. This thing's mussed up two vertices. Let's collapse those. And what's that's going to happen over here? I got four vertices. I don't think so. Need to turn back facing on here real quick. Here we go. Got two vertices. Let's collapse them. Alright. I made this in two halves, and I mirrored Actually, I made one half and then I mirrored it and then I tried to weld it together. Clearly did not do a very good job. So let's save. Because save often, even though I've got backups on this. Need to save often. Alright. All I've been wanting to do was just clean this up. And it has been fighting me. So. Alright. Now, he's got a little too much bow tie. And honestly, we just don't need any of this. At least not where we're going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear, after all that work, I'm going to tear this out. And weld it together. Let's see what we come up with. I may regret this decision. Or not. We'll see. It's a thing. Hello, viewer. Collapse. This should... yeah. Wasn't sure it was going to collapse from that far away or not. But this will clean up the tush area a little bit. We don't need that much tush where we're going. I know, exciting, isn't it? Ooh. Probably should do this one first. And if I need to, I can split that. But right now I'm trying to just clean up a bunch of stuff. So, I don't think we need that much tush. Let's take this guy, bring him in just a little bit, give him a little bit of a flatter butt. Alrighty, that should be more than enough. See how that looks. It's a lot cleaner. Whoa! Clearly I grabbed something I shouldn't have. But, excuse the pun, it's looking better. I need to work on that right there. What is there? That's the problem. There's not a lot there to work with. Hey, I have 3 people. Hello, 3 people. It's... oh, now I'm down to 2. Not everybody's sure. Oh, what's he doing? I'm modeling a character. I'm just trying to get a handle on it. I've got a little... I think what I need to do is I need to cut that. Don't think I want to, but I think I need to. Or... maybe, let's see, there's not a line there, is there? Suffering from poor decisions in the past. But, there's a dimple there. Let's move it in just a layer. Nope. That's the problem. Alright, well, let's figure out what happened here first. Apparently, we moved that guy. Let's see, is he supposed to be there? I think he's supposed to be there. Let's see, where's this guy at? Yeah. So he just got bumped a little bit when he wasn't supposed to. Actually, you know, while we're in here, I don't think, well, the legs need to move, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there. For purposes of animation later, I may regret it back here. Let's see. Thinking of better ways of building. And I think, instead of having triangles here, I want the triangles there. So I'm going to delete this guy. And we're going to create the triangle here instead. And we'll do the same here. Just delete that. Did I build it backwards? Did I inverse that? Well, we'll find out. I'm going to create another one here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete these. Go ahead and put the squares there and see if that helps. Probably won't. Spent a lot of time working on the fiddliest of stuff. Is that where it's supposed to be? I think so. Doesn't feel right though. Something's off. This is the wrong color, telling me it's probably reversed. We'll fix that in a little bit. Oop. There we go. Material on it. Where is my material for this? Okay, what's this? This is, I think it's the sword. Material, those are the sword materials there. It's the face material. Where's this one? It's here. Let's just do this, and there we go. And add that. There we go. Just had to convince it that that's what it wanted. Alright, this is getting cleaner, but I probably need some cuts. I'm hoping that these cuts will be enough. Let's see what it looks like. That looks better. Not as bootylicious. Still got a little deformation issues in here, like right there. Not that anybody but me is going to care. But I want to know what that... Okay, so that's this line right here. Which means it's this. Well, not a lot I can do about that at the moment. I would have to... probably remodel that, but I don't think it's needed. Because we've got a triangle going to two quads, that's part of the issue. And I think overall we're alright. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. Thank you for tuning in and watching me play with another man's butt. Film at 11. Didn't know where I was going to end up working on this guy. Didn't realize it was going to be his tushy. There we go. Just flatten that out just a little bit. Like I said, he doesn't need that much butt where he's going. I can even probably bring these in just a little bit. Hey, good morning, Lori. How are you doing? This is a surprise modeling. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to sit here modeling. I might as well share it a little bit. Let's get this guy. No, he needs a little more than that. There we go. Just a little. Everybody needs a little bit of tushy. So I'm just kind of sitting here doing my thing. I thought I'd share. I was getting frustrated with trying to render this thing, and I thought, you know what? I'm too busy trying to get photometric lighting in there. Yeah, happy Friday Eve. For the rest of you, today is my Friday. Alright. I know there's some things on these sleeves I want to mess with here. It's an ongoing futz fest. You know, you futz with this, you futz with that. You're going, what the fut's wrong with you? Alright, you know what? Let's grab these guys here. Let's get kind of the corresponding ones along. Oops, I didn't want that. See? I turned back facing on. It's back facing. Yeah, ignore my facings on. So why did I grab those? Let's see if I can grab the corresponding ones on the other side. I don't think I did. I think they're no longer corresponding. Well, one of them is. So what's going on here? Why is this one different? They were modeled as the exact same thing. Oh well. Where is it? That one's down there? Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. I just wanna... Which way do I need to go? This way. Bring that down a little bit. Round that out just a hair. Let's look over here. That doesn't look so bad over here. Let me cut this guy in half again. Just so everything is symmetrical. Okay, where are these guys at? Going to assume they were supposed to be symmetrical. Let's see if they still are. Oop. Hard to see, but that's what I'm after right there. Move this stuff up just a hair. I don't think it's needed, but I'm here. Might as well. See if that changed anything horribly. Not really. That'll work. He's still got sleeves. Alright. I'm going to unhide all kinds of things are going to pop up, including eyeballs. We don't need those. They're already in his head. These are going to be morph targets, so we don't need those. Good old Onslow. I don't know, I always thought he'd be taller. I don't know why. Bigger. Alright, he's looking better. Those sleeves still bother me a little bit. But he's getting there. Just looking for obvious issues right now. I spent this morning, he was a head when I started. That's all he was a head. So the body And the sword, for what I did this morning, the body was one that I built for another character. I brought it over, tweaked it, and then I added clothing because I was going to introduce him to you guys, but he was naked. So I thought it was best to stick some boots on him because the feet were also like 3 times too big. They had, toes. So I had to build some boots and then threw some pants on him with a belt. Went ahead and this is the same thing as his coif for now. Chainmail. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I've kind of got him to a point where he's roughed out. The only thing that has textures on it right now is the face. And I would render it, but that's what frustrated me was I stuck photometric lighting in here and then it said, no, we don't want to do that, so it's probably going to render nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's going to render nothing, which is upsetting. I've got to reset up some lights in order to render it, see what he's going to look like. It's too bad because I'm really happy with these eyes. These eyes came out really well. There's even lenses in here, which you can kind of see right there, which distort the eyes like a real eye would. And of course, I got to work on that howdy-doody eyebrow. But for now, he's started. I'm not going to worry too much about textures right now. I want to get him modeled. Then I think I'm going to put a rig inside of him so we can start moving him around, kind of see what needs to be fixed, because nothing's ever ready when you think it is. And like, he's broken. You see right there, his head is separate from the body, but that's by design. So I can do different things with it. I think we're okay. We're getting close. Good old Onslow. Let's move that sword out just a little bit. There we go. This is me just messing with stuff. I might put I don't know what kind of details I want to put into the sword, but I think I want to put some more. I might put a blood groove in here. I just might do that. We'll see. I'm wondering if it will actually be picked up. I love the wrinkle under the eye. Yeah, old Onslow's a little tired. Let me see if I can get a render out of this. Go ahead and save. I did something with my settings, and I don't know what I changed that caused this to not want to render. So let's create a... I'm trying to think of what I need to build here. Let's go ahead and go to lighting. No, let's go to systems. He looks the way I feel, right? Just a little tired. I'm going to throw a daylight in here. It may or may not work. Let's throw it in here. Let's go manual. So oh, it didn't actually lay it down. Fine. And whee. Okay, that's good for now. Manual, so I can move it. Some of these systems are a little persnickety. Like I said, I have no idea if this is even going to work because I've been having problems with my renderer. Let's see if this gives us... Oh, hey, that does give us a really harsh shadow, though. So let's stop that, make some adjustments. Let's see if we can minimize that shadow just a little bit until I figure out a better lighting package. All right. That's a little bit better. Let's let this run. He looks all plasticky right now because I'm not paying attention to the textures. This is just materials tossed on here. We can even get in here a little closer. Actually, do I have a camera? I do have a camera. Let's see what this does. Our bronze helmet does not show up on the darker background. It's a stand-in metal texture just because His face looks really plastic too. Used to not look like that. Let me see what's going on here real quick. I'm over here. Let me move this over so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Welcome to my material editor. And this is what I call the terrorist network, because it looks like the bloody terrorist phone network. Alright, these are all textures being used. In particular, the one I'm looking at is this one. So I'm going to take the gloss down on this considerably, because that's just way too much. You can have a little. I mean, come on. Just a hair. 3. Let's do 3. See how that works for now. Okay, I'm going to bring this back over here. And we'll just hit our render button, see what happens. We just want to take the shine off of him a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Can't see anything else of him. Let's, okay, we're going to save, because this is what broke it last time. We're going to unhide by name. I have a piece over here called stage. Let's unhide the stage, just to see if this will render. I doubt it. I'm impressed, but it's all black, because it's casting a shadow, and I haven't figured out to tell this. I don't want to have to use the menu that I use to get into the an object's properties. I should be able to tell this not to cast shadows, but editable mesh. If I do it, I'm going to have to sacrifice a window. I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, we'll just hide this again, because it seems to work without it. So we can do little renders and test what he looks like. Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch it render. Of course, I can't see what you guys are saying, so I need to close this. And thank you for liking. Sam, I missed that. Sorry. Yeah, he's alright. Let's get in here a little closer. Really like these eyes. Nice little side view of those wrinkles. See what I mean about the eyes? Kind of happy with those. Like I said, the face is the only thing that has a texture on it. So, ta-da! That's what the eyes look like. Still got a lot of work on this guy. And the face is the only thing that has, like I said, texture on it. I wasn't sure if you guys heard that, because I looked over and I saw my camera was locked up. So I was like, ooh, I wonder. Got to work on a schnoz a little bit more, put some more definition right in here. A little too deep right in here for this area, and then I've got a pucker, which is a modeling issue here, and I'm not sure what I want to do about that. And then there's the helmet. And it's quintessential Dungeon Notes helmet on this guy, but he's not a Dungeon Notes character. And I might give him one of those British pot helms. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if I want to give him a tabard, or, you know, I'm limited by what my computer is willing to simulate for me. I could do materials. Let's go to here again, so I can actually get in here and look at a schnoz. Alright, let's go ahead and save. And like I said, I'm just in here dicking around. I'll probably stream for a little bit. I've only been here for 35 minutes. Trying to decide what I want to do with this guy. I don't know. I do not know. I do know what I can do. Give myself an option here. Let's make a copy of this. Actually, let's name it Pot Helm. And then this one will just be Helm. This is just like working in Animate. Name your stuff. Okay. Well, while we're in here, we're going to hide everything but the piece I have selected. So hide, unselect it. Let's just work with said pot helm. Getting it perfectly straight is going to be interesting. Yeah, of course. Come on, we can do it. Could always put horns on him, make him a Viking. You see, that would make him cool, and poor old Onslow, he's not that cool. In fact, I haven't quite decided Onslow's fate. I want to put him in a little short animation. I know typically what happens to him in that animation, but we shall see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mesh smooth off of this. This is what this helm looks like without any love. And we're going to mess around with it a little bit. Make it a little more British. And then if that works, okay, I have to put that back on it. That was pointless. But if that works, then I'll put the rim on it. I forgot how I built this thing. And it is squished to fit Onslow's head, by the way. It's part of the charm. It's my story. I'm sticking with it. Alright. Let's play around with some stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're going to make great time getting there. Let's see. Let's just do it this way. Oh, that did not work the way I intended. Well, be that way. Okay, we'll just extrude then. About there. Say that's okay. We're going to take this, go 2D. And we'll have ourselves a nice proper British pot helm here in a second. There we go. And then we need to give this its own smoothing group. Okay. So there's kind of what I had in mind. And then we put this back on there. This is what it's going to look like, ish. It's a little tweaking, but it's okay. Impromptu steam. Yes, it is an impromptu stream. It's just kind of modeling on a character, and I'll bring him back up here in a second. And I thought, well, while I'm here, I might as well share. So this is me sharing. Actually, did I do what I wanted to? Yeah, that came out of that. So yes. And it's a little impromptu modeling. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Little odds and ends I do want to do, but let's see. Do I want to put a rim on this? I kind of think I do. Let's see if I can pull that off. Chamfer I want to do? I think it's chamfer. think that's what I want. It did not make it as long. Let's see what it looks like. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Bring that back out to where I wanted it. There we go. Got a nice little lip going on there. Yeah, I like that better. It's the silhouette that's important. See how that looks. Looks more like a safari hat right now. Flatten this out just a little bit. But yeah, I'm just kind of messing around today. I don't know how long I'll be on. I do know that me streaming like this will help my algorithm, which is cool. Really don't have anything to kind of like hype. I did it all on Tuesday, but I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Scuttled. Scuttled is live on Kickstarter. The link is in the description of this video. Pot helm, yes, good old-fashioned British pot helm. I'm also going to be showcasing battle badges here pretty soon, as well as I will be at Tucson Comic-Con in September, which should be coming up. There it is, on the 2nd through the 4th. So I've done my due diligence. Do yourself a favor, go to Kickstarter, look up Scuttled with a K, as it's spelled there, and pledge. Get yourself a good family game that's good for game nights, and it's a lot of fun. Website, yes. Website. We must push the website. I believe, Sam, do you have that link? Well, better yet. Karma, you have the link. Why don't you put the website up there too, please? Because I'm in my software right now. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you this morning? I'm just doing a little impromptu modeling. Thought I'd share. This is the last of the tap dance selling things. We're going to come back over here. And right now I have a pot helm, which we're going to play around with. We're going to unhide all. There's Onslow. Let's hide this. Yes, chainreactionstore.com was built for me by Breathing Karma and his company. Check it out. I think you guys would want to hire him to work on your website. It is very amazing. Still sleepy, still recovering from, I know, still recovering. It's been a week, right? It was a very good convention. It was good to be back on a convention floor after a while of being away. Okay, so, oops. I guess we can hide that. Hide that. We're also going to hide lights. Alright, so we have a couple of helmets here to mess around with. We have this good old-fashioned pot helm, which we're going to hide. Boink. We're going to see how this one looks on him. This nice thing about being a modeler is I get to do all the pieces to play dress up with. Alright, let's get this on him. It's going to be, it should sit a little bit different than the other one. I think I'm going to like this better when it's on here properly. I don't think it's going to be on it properly for a bit. I don't know. Kind of liking that. What do you guys think? Magnificent was so well received, and that we're taking her to the D23 Expo in September. Oh, Maleficent, sorry. Kickstarter project, Scuttled. D23 Expo in September. Where's that located at? That'll be interesting. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this over the pot helm, or just the normal. I like the pot helm over the well, it's kind of a, oh, Anaheim, awesome. It's kind of a Saxon helm, really.
have some fire, Scarecrow.
That's an interesting look. It's Disney. I was not aware. That'll be so magnificent to play, well, Maleficent at Disney. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that higher crown. It's kind of an interesting look. I kind of like it. Okay. Let's see, it's hide. Unhide. Huh. I could go either way. I could go either way on this guy. Should I put the point back on? It's kind of interesting, but not necessary. What do you guys think? I gotta make him some shoulder pads. Might be kind of fun to have a buckle, a little bit of leather hanging down. Not sure I'm a fan of the pointed hat. All right, so let's put it back. So no is one vote. Definitely gives him an interesting silhouette, though. Like him with the new one, I was worried about face to helm ratio. Okay. Face to helm ratio. I like that. It's like face to hair ratio. No point. There is no point to all of this. Okay. Let's hit save. I'm keeping the helm laying around, though, but I do think I like this British pot helm a little bit better. It's growing on me. I put some chips in there. Ding it up a little bit. Alright, I think it's too high on his scalp right now. Need to back just a little bit. But you can see it's not a perfect circle because it wouldn't fit his head otherwise. He's got a squished head. But alright, so we're doing that. He's looking pretty good. Now, what's dark, this kind of dark bluish gray stuff, it's going to be chainmail. Of course, I need to cap all of this so that it'll fit here. So when I'm modeling this, or when I'm rigging this, the head will be rigged with the body, but they will not be attached. And the reason for that is I'm going to create morph targets of smiles and blinks and just all the sundry facial expressions. And it's a lot less harsh on my processor to just process the head as opposed to the whole body. So it keeps mistakes from happening too, but alright. I'm liking that pot helm. Alrighty, so we're keeping that. He's an adventurer. He's going to be he's going to be in. He's going to be sneaking around a dungeon. Well, sneak is such a strong word. He's going to be stomping around with a torch and a sword. But I thought I might put like a backpack on him, a little bedroll on it, or maybe a shield across this. But you know what? Let's import in one of the battle badge shields just to use as a reference. By the way, that's what the sword's made out of. I just tweaked a battle badge sword and gave it to him. So let's save this. Let's go File, Import, Merge. And then let's go find the battle badges. Dig around here. Do. And where is that? Under flash stuff? I think it's under flash stuff. Battle badges, 3D files, max files, sword, tooth, and let's take the normal, everyday shield. I think it's the green shield. Shield green. Wink. It's in here somewhere. There it is. I'm just gonna make it big. Ooh, something happened. What did I do here? Something got broked. What got broked? Something got broken. Does not like life. Stop it. There we go. Did not like whatever it is I was doing. Oh, hey, no, wrong thing. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright, there shouldn't be too much tweaking this for you. So let's go File, Hide Unselect, and let's just work with the shield. Clean it up a little bit so it's not so bloody big and thick. I'm gonna turn my snaps on. 90. See what we've got going on here. We're gonna get rid of all of that. Let me think about this here real quick. You know, no, that's not gonna work. So let's see what the verts look like here. You know, I might be able to pull that off. Okay, let's try a couple of things here. Let's get rid of this, that. Really should keep all of this, but it's tied together in that circle and it's going to make life difficult. So we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to grab all these vertices here. We're going to thin this up a little bit. Up, so let's just grab these three. And then just the center one. Good enough for government work. Probably could come in a little bit more. So I'm going to cut this thing in half. You know what? That can stay where it is, but these have got to move to 0. Just take a look at my half shield. Not horrible. Not great, but not horrible. Fairly consistent thickness. Alright, so let's start with, I'm going to take these faces for now. Oops, no. Work with me, not against me. Okay, make sure we got what I want. Those faces, and then what we're going to do is we're going to be tricksy, or at least try to be. grab those guys there. We're going to say, okay, but now we're going to flip them so they're inside out. So that forms that side of the shield. We're going to move these into place there. Selection and move these into place as well. Because that's the theory, I'm sticking to it. There we go. Close enough. We'll figure the rest out here in a second. And I'll thin that up a little bit too. But for purposes of just having a shield, this will do. Alrighty, now comes the fun part. All the tedious welding. You thought watching me draw vectors was going to be like watching paint dry. This is even more so. But it's educational. Okay, let's just start by doing it like this. Collapse. Double checking, making sure I'm looking right here. This is currently, I've got vertice 36 selected. Then it turns to, I've got 2 vertices selected. I only want to see 2. I don't want to see like 4 or 3 or anything like that. So that means something horribly has gone wrong. Something has horribly gone wrong in this case. But I'll deal with that here in a second. Collapse. So, where is that? There's that. There is that. Okay. So, I think I didn't need these. Get rid of these. Okay. So, we're just going to build a face manually. From here to here. Make sure that's where I want it. Looks good. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. Except, do I want the triangle here? I think I want the triangle out here. Doesn't really matter because this is for animation, not for a video game, but just trying to be mindful of the way I lay out my, yeah, see, that's why right there. Those are on 2 different planes. So, they stick out a little bit. So, let's see. Oh no, don't want to create. I'm done creating. Now trying to figure out what's broke. I think the issue is alright, that is not helpful. What is going on here? I need these lined up. Lost the bubble. Okay, that looks good. So it's, what is over there? It's that one. So technically, all right, I think I've got a solution. We're going to take you, pow, done. Sort of. Not done yet.
With me.
Here we go. Okay. I guess that's because that's at a taper. Take a look over That's the taper there. So if I eliminate the taper, then I eliminate that edge. Alright, we're just going to live with that for the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to take these. We give them their own number for smoothing group purposes. Okay, it's 25. It's 10. Underside has no number. That would be in very poorly for me later. 24. Give this its own number. That's its own number. That's its own. Okay. Groovy. We're almost there. Then we can start seeing what it looks like on the character. All this work just to see what something looks like. Okay. You know what? That's an issue for me. I'm going to fix that right now. Really, we don't need this extrovert floating around. Let's make sure it's not on this side. It's not. Okay. That's more betterer, as the Aussies would say. Let's grab this, 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 and this. And let's just pull it back a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to take this side, pull it back as well. There we go. Now we have the start of half a shield. There we go. Ah, what are you doing out there? All right. I'm going to take this, I'm going to mirror it, make a copy. Let's offset a little bit, shall we? Something's wrong. There we go. Cool. Gonna grab and attach. Grab all the verts down the center. And we should have 30 verts. So when I click this button, I should have 15. Yay, 15. Now we can put the mesh smooth back on just because we're silly like that. Alright. There's no real reason to put mesh smooth on there other than I just like putting mesh smooth on stuff. Alright. What's going on here? Okay. Unhide all. Hide that. Gonna hide the eyeballs. It's disturbing when they pop up, I know, right? Hide those. Grab this and this massage it here so it fits our character. Right now it's still in the chunky battle badge size and silhouette. Let's go ahead and turn it around. There's 180. Stick this over here. And it's clearly just a little too wide for this guy. And that looks more like it should. There we go. Give him a shield, but you know, you just can't have a shield on him. We gotta have it. Let's see. I think we rakishly tilt it this way. Or is it this way? I think it's this way. That's how it's worn. What do you guys think? helper. Let's hide helpers. There we go. He now has a shield on his back. Of course, he needs some pouches on his belt. Because, you know, gotta loot. And this is just me roughing out some details. You know, I still gotta put straps on the boots and strap on the shield. I gotta give him some big old pouches, which, you know, I can mock up with some just boxes. Let's just build a box here. We want just a box. Let's see. Where is he here? So we've got let's just give him a pouch. This is just a mock-up. It's going to be just a square box. Right there. Kind of thing. It's going to clip through them a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. For what we're trying to achieve, I'm alright with that. And we'll even tilt this box just because they're never on your hip the way you want it to be. And maybe we'll put a couple of smaller ones. Something like that. And there we go. Just kind of give them a little bit more detail. We'll decide if we like the silhouette of that or not. And if so, then I'll build proper ones. Stick on him. But for now, let's grab these three. And I should have one of my materials here. Nope, that's bronze. Stick that on those guys. There we go. Just kind of roughing them out. Oh, the other hat's on. I was like, what is going on here? There we go. What do you guys think? I'm going to take a moment, get a drink of water. I think there's just two of you in here now. Yeah, this is not my exciting usual bounce around, derail me kind of art thing. I'm actually doing art. Why is my keyframe not in? No. Give him a strap. Torch. Sword. Oh yeah, he needs a scabbard. What about a koala? Hey Lloyd, how you doing? Speaking of Koala the Barbarian. You know what? It's funny. I was trying to come up with ideas for a picture in one of my other streams, and Lori mentioned, how about a koala? Thinking of Koala the Barbarian. And here you come along a week later. How about a koala? How you doing, brother? I've missed you, my friend. And Bam Bam, the Armored Roo, and Koala the Barbarian. We're a formidable force. We may see some koala in the near future. I'm trying to dig through old projects and just kind of breathe some new life into them. This one's one of those projects. This is a rebuild of a character from an animation. I could play the animation, but it has copyrighted music, which is why you can't see said animation, and I don't feel like getting my butt kicked. But this is a re-envisioning of the character from this animation. And the reason the animation's not out there, and it's not the music, it's because I lost the hard drive that it was on originally. Good, miss you too. And hang on, I gotta move my camera one of these days. Miss you too. I am a grandpa now. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. The bar strip you did was awesome. Why, thank you very much. I enjoyed doing koala. I'm going to be doing some more. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm doing the Grand Adventure. There's no reason that Boric and Sherman and the Wiz, on their attempt to go on the greatest adventure that it was ever had, go bigger here, can't run into the occasional unusual character such as Koala the Barbarian, who is not the brains of the outfit. Roo is. We both know Roo is the brains of the outfit. Bam Bam, the Armored Roo. But yes, I think that would be just a lot of fun. Let's go back over here. Unfortunately, I'm limited. This is Max 2012 on a just as bad as older, and it doesn't want to run simulations like originally when I did the character for this animation. I was counting on cloth simulation, and yeah, that's not going to happen on this computer, but I can get pretty close. So I'm just kind of roughing out some details, wondering what I want to do with this. Kind of like those pouches, because every adventurer needs a pouch here and there. I think he needs a boot dagger at some point. You stick a little hilt out of that. Make this chainmail. I don't know if I want to give him a tabard or not. I like the idea of the shield as opposed to a backpack and a bedroll. A little easier to deal with. But not quite sure what I'm doing. But I'm thinking he's getting pretty close. He just needs little details. The next step, I think, once I get him modeled the way I want him, try to get some of the details in there, is to go ahead and put an armature inside of him. Rig him is what it's called. It's called rigging. I'm going to rig him, and we're going to start making him move around a little bit, just start testing, because that will tell me what else I need to model on this character. And when I do that, I will only have the head and the body, which is one piece. That's one solid piece. So you can see there. Head is its own piece, which is, whoops, I just burnt my screen. Look at that. Look at that. I hate it when I do that. Oh well. This is a separate piece. So anyway, just me kind of screwing around, seeing who pops in, seeing what kind of stuff I need to do. Does he need shoulder pads? Knee pads? I know he should be fully armored, Lloyd. And I'm sure you can send me lots of examples. But he's kind of a low-end adventurer. He's not quite first level. A little old to be out there adventuring. Let's see if we can get this to render. Oh, that's going to burn it. So I'll have to move it once it's done. So this is what causes me to have to reboot all the time when I'm modeling. It's a little frustrating because it breaks your... needs pauldrons, huh? I know, he needs little shoulder pauldrons. He's got a bit of a coif coming down here. It just blends in with his shirt right now. This was intended to be chainmail. It's not going to be overly accurate. It's going to be more generic fantasy. I mean, because how the hell do you get that over on his head if it's that narrow, right? But I would like to add a couple extra details here and there. I think a little shoulder pauldrons would be good. But I don't know if they're going to get in the way of his animations, so I'm going to hold off on those right now. I've been toying back and forth with those, but because I've got a lot of motion that's going to be happening in these upper shoulders, I'm afraid things are going to cut into the model's head, and I'm going to have to do all kinds of tweaking. So I want to get him up and running and moving. Let's move him over so you guys can see him. And wow, that background is dark. Unhide. Well, let's see. Let's just do it this way. Let's go 8. Nope, that's 9. This is 8. Background color. Let's see if we can lighten that to a mid-tone gray. Say OK. And will it actually take effect? Because I did this before and it wouldn't do it. So let's see if it will. There we go. See him a little bit better now. And by the way, thank you for liking the stream, Lloyd. Love it, love it, love it. Those eyes are going to be the last thing it wants to render because of all the reflections I've got going on there. That's not horrible. It's not horrible. Let's move this back over to here. Let's take up from this side. And let's go ahead and set this over here and render. Yeah, he's been rode hard and put up wet one too many times, this adventurer. He doesn't have a lot of money for a lot of gear. You see, I need to make some tweaks here where this meets. I might beef up his shoulders a little bit, give him a little more muscle. The character that I originally modeled his body for was not the most muscular. Looks like we're getting some reflections on here. I don't want the reflections on his skin. Ew. I'm gonna fix that. So, that is not his skin. Oh, you guys don't know what I'm doing, so I'll drag this over here. Let you see. We're gonna tweak this a little bit. Don't want to be completely flat, but we'll go with 0.1. I said yeah, there we go, 0.1. We're going to turn this refraction down to 0. Reflectivity, maybe that should be 1. Bring the gloss up to 2. So he has a little something to bounce the light with. Alright, and let's do that again, just see if it fixes it. Yeah, forgive me, I've got nasal cavity full of phlegm, so my voice is not the greatest today. Plus my mic's all the way up here. Alright, looks cool. Have no idea how you do it. Gotta run, prepping for my summer school classroom. We need to catch up soon. Yes, we do, my brother. Yes, we do. I'm just pushing vertices. I failed geometry in high school. Look what I do. But, alright, let's get this effect off here. Alright, that looks a little better skin-wise. That feels a little better. Still, I need to probably tweak the texture a little bit. He's getting there. I think I need to model eyebrows. I think he needs actual eyebrows. I need to give him some big old bushy eyebrows instead of some textures. Let's take a look here. Let's get a good close-up of that schnoz too while we're here. Render, 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 watching this thing render. Takes so long it renders so slow. Pixel vertices and whatnot. I've lost the words for the plot. Watching my picture grow and grow. Nothing? Really? Well, the skin's better. He needs details, but the skin's better. I am going to hide everything but the head. And we're going to... See, that schnoz just doesn't work. Now, he's only half a head. See, I only have to work on half of him. It's probably what I should have done with the body. But I did this so I could get in here because the voice box needed to be closed. The only way to get in here and work on that consistently is, of course, to cut him in half. And... well, here, what's this? Ooh. Is that the culprit? I think it is. That'll work. Should be another one right there. Yeah, let's move it back just a little bit. That might get rid of one of my problems. Hope that was the fix, and if so, man, that was easy. But this is a whole other story. What are we gonna do with this? Schnoz. Schnozilla. The Schnozzinator. Alright, let's take a look what's going on here. Spent an awful lot of time dealing with a nostril. There we go. All right, let's take a look. Need to cut there. Let's take a look. A little bit better. A little more definition. And I'm sorry I'm not very talkative. I know some of you like to hear my voice. You find it soothing. I think that's just a polite way of saying, you put me to sleep, you're boring, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, I do need a cut there. Oh, not what I wanted, but okay. Let's see what this does. If I can control it, that'd be nice. I just don't want that many tries coming into a single vertice causes issues. I'm pretty sure I've done this before. Where's my turn? There's my turn. Alright. I'm not trusting this, but we're going to give it a whirl. And let's go up here to the top. Yeah, it's not quite what I wanted. A little flat. Like I said, it's watching somebody paint a fence and then watching it dry. That's what this is. There we go. Alrighty. I am not grokking that. That's better. I still need a little oomph. What's going on there? It's too many points. That's what that is right there. Too many things coming to a point. There's got to be a better way to do this. Too many pieces coming into that point right there, and it's causing issues. So if I cut crossed, I can alleviate that a little bit. Let's see what happens when I do that. Let's just cut straight. And then I can remove that one. I believe that's okay to remove. Alright, let's see how this looks. I've never been happy with his nose, to be fair. It's always a tweak here, a tweak there. Makes a big difference on a character model. Look at that schnoz. That boy got a schnoz on him. What happens if I cut here to there? I don't like it. And take this out. Add a little more round. There we go. Hello, Spunkhead. How are you doing? This is a surprise stream. Since it's my day off, I can stream for as long as I can stay awake. We're gonna see where that takes us today. Right now, I'm playing with a nose. Earlier, I was playing with his butt, but no one was on to watch that, so I got away with it. Sorry you haven't been around much past few days recovering from the flu. I hear you. You get all the rest you need. You don't have to apologize to me. You got little ones to take care of. I just hope that I can be a little entertaining today as I'm drawing a schnoz. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Well, that has an effect on the whole nose. That's just telling me there's too many control points there. Too many things coming into a single vertex. It has way too much power. What's this piece here? That is that. I'm sure I'm not going to want to move that. So I'm going to move it. Because I don't want to move it. Look at that. It does bad things to his nose. It's like he's deflating.
I'm melting, I'm melting. Cruel, cruel world.
Poor unfortunate soul. Mixing my metaphors and movies. Oop. Oh, for sure. Very entertaining, even though you may not think so. If you're around maybe later, we can all play well. That would be fun. That would be a ball. Depends on whether or not I fall asleep and wake up. Much to the chagrin of others. Schnozberry. Alright, I think we've got enough schnozberry jokes in. Let's come over here. Let's take a look at him. I could probably whiten that out a little bit on the tip here. Not so happy with the nostril. Wow, what is going on there? Oof. I may end up rebuilding this whole nose. We'll see. Let's take a look here again. Let's drop this. Let's take a look here. Huh. Yeah, see, it's all coming to that point right there. And then I can't widen that because there's not a point there. Because that was the point. Oh man, I may just rebuild this whole thing. Not overly happy with it. So if I was going to do that, let's see how that just looks. I know this is going to look like crap, but let's see what we've got going on here. Alright, and then if I were to put a loop here, that's probably going to look horrible. And I'd be right. But that single act was not the solution. Slide this along the edge here. Is there a bumble right there? Why is there a bumble there? I bet you I know why there's a bumble there. Because we need to turn the edge. That didn't help. He's got a bumble. Or a broken nose one, I forget which. Some years this thing's just getting bigger and bigger. The hell? So I put a cut. Probably not going to keep this one, but yeah, it's not going to help. I may need just to remove some of this because that needs to flow better, and it's not doing what I want it to do. All right, let's keep it simple for now. It's a little easier to figure out what's going on when it's simple. I asked for. I wanted it to do this. Pull this back. Again, I may end up just calling it and completely rebuilding this thing. I'm going to try an experiment here. I'm going to regret doing it, but we're going to give it a whirl just to see what happens if I collapse some of these edges. And now look like he's got health issues. Well, he's an adventurer. Of course he's got health issues. They come in the form of dragons. Let's turn that edge. It's an invisible edge, but I know it's there. I got the general shape the way I like. It's just getting that nostril to work. Quite sure what I want it to do just yet. Alright. Let's come back over to here. We may come back to this because I don't think this is finished. I don't think that this conversation is done. Question mark. Come out of this. Okay, let's add a cut. Along this ridge here. Where's it going to finish? It's going to finish one. And what I'm trying to do is get the topography the way I want it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off. We're going to try. Just trying to get a little better shape here. If nothing else, like I said, I could just punt and rebuild from scratch. Just, I've been fussing with it enough that it would be a shame to have to do that. That's better. Not great, but better. How's everyone doing out there? Anybody have anything exciting going on? Never spent so much time considering the curvature of a nostril and the tip of the nose, right? You'd be amazed the stuff I've had to focus on over the years. And you know, it doesn't take much to change a silhouette either. I think I'm getting closer to what I'm after. Now your question is what I'm after, is it realistic enough, you know? Just because I'm after a particular thing doesn't mean it's the right thing to be pursuing. But I think at least the top of the nose, I mean this bridge, I like that. It's this I'm not so happy with. It's got bumbles right through there. And that is, I think it's this. Too much. There we go. I'm gonna leave it for now. It's not perfect. Looks like someone's got a punching glove on the end of his nose right now. It's just not what I want, and I'm not quite sure how to fix it. One net line is wrong. Maybe if I give myself a little, put that back, put that back. Let's do a cut here. I assume that's where it's going to do. And if I take that out, this up, and it's going to look even more like a boxing glove. Now it looks like a boxing glove. Oh yeah, that's sexy. All right, let's not do that. Bad enough what I got. I guess maybe I have a little too over exaggerated. Maybe if I pull it in. It's just too out there. Yeah, possibly. I just thinned it even more. Ooh. Alright, that's... And also, the way I built this, may have built it out of too simple of primitives. So though. There's a billion things that probably could be done differently. And he doesn't really need nostrils, honestly. I could have just left it a big bulbous, you know, schnoz, and it doesn't have to have anything else. Be right back. Leaving the stream on. Yay! So there's a thought. Let's save. Let's show these edges, and instead of what I was trying to do, let's take some of this and make it go away. Some of it I want to keep, but let's see. Let's get rid of all of that. Change this to crossing. Let's get rid of all of that. There's a vertice in here somewhere I want, I think. Yeah. So let's get rid of that and that. When in doubt, tear it out, start over. Right now, I don't think he needs that detail of a nose, quite honestly. He just needs something for his schnoz to work on. So let's get rid of all of this. Let's go with the curvature now. Let's drag this point out. So we have a curvature. But nope. Just want these two. What's going on? Are those attached weird? Bring that out a little bit. Bring it out a little bit more. There we go. And let's clean up some of this stuff. No, that's fine. That's the way it should be. This, on the other hand, can be cleaned up. So let's put that there. Of course, I'm changing the texture map, so this thing's going to be completely jacked. Nope. Let's kind of start from scratch here. Real entertaining. So let's drag this. Let's copy a vert just randomly there in space. Why did I do that? Because now I can build polys off of it. Except it disappeared. Why did it disappear? There it is. Stop it. Wow, you're gonna make me work for it, aren't you? All right. Let's get in here. Well, let's build what's easy. You're being such a fuddy-duddy. Cap. There we go. Yeah, we messed up the textures, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't think we needed that detailed of a schnoz. maybe, just maybe, that's all we need right there. Yeah, I think the equivalent of rolling up your sleeves, right? Alrighty. Of course, now I have to retexture this whole thing, but that doesn't feel right. Why is that doing that? Shouldn't be doing that. And let's see how I feel about this. Sorry, I'm not being talkative. Just kind of focusing there. And then just turn the edges off. And then let's deselect. Of course, the texture's wrong, and it's going to be wrong, but you know, honestly, I think that's all he's going to need. He didn't need anything that detailed. See lights, don't see cameras, don't see helpers, particles, bone objects, shapes. So it's considered geometry? Alright. Alrighty, here's where we are. Lots to do. I think the face is better being simplified like that. The nose is a little bit better. I don't think I have any really tight close-ups planned for him. I'm going to have to retexture him. It happens. But overall, I think it's an improvement. It'll be easier to animate. It kind of gives the impression there's a schnoz down there. I think that's because something's not... or that's just the texture doing that. I thought maybe I had some issues with, oh, smoothing groups to be exact. That doesn't look right. That is an 8. Why did it think these were 2s? because that will change how this looks. That's, you know what? Hey, very similar. Of course, I have the dots for his nasal cavities in there. There we go. Let's save. I think we got something. Oh, I'm going on 2 hours. Yeah, I think I made some progress. There's a lot to do to him. A lot of things I can do to him. Definitely like that helmet better. He's got a sword. Of course, he needs a scabbard, which will come across his butt like that. Let's mock that up real quick. Sweet. Let's grab these guys, drag them over here. We're gonna clone to an object. Attach them so that I can do things to it. I have to reset that pivot for one. That's driving me crazy. Just a little thickness to it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but perfect enough. You know what? I'm done. Going to attach you. And we're going to go here. We're going to say Effect, Pivot, Center to Object. Reset X form. Collapse the stack. Hang on. Nope. There's nothing. Wait, I hit reset X form. Oh, selected. Got it. It's like, wait, something's missing. Collapse all. Okay. Here's the start of a scabbard. Got some stuff to do to it. But since we're only using it to rough out, let's see where it's going to sit on him. Things happen. All right. Probably going to sit on his belt like that. Turn the keyframe off. You know, I can never get it to come on when I want it to, but now that I'm not even using it, it's like, oh, I'm going to turn myself on. No, you're not. Stop it. Alright. I'll little thinner. But it'll work out. He reminds me a little of an Englishman going on a quest through the unknown jungles. He's cute. You know, he's got that helmet. It looks like a pith helmet a little bit, right? Hey, Ashley, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just kind of a surprise stream today. I wasn't planning on doing anything. Oh, I really need to make that bigger. But, yes, he's definitely an Englishman. His name is Onslow. Onslow Kensington. Of the North Shore Kensingtons, you know. Ho, 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 ho. But, yeah, he's getting there. I'm just kind of roughing out where I want things to be. I'm going to put this back so I can model it a little better. It's hard to model things when they're at an angle. This is why you tend to see characters in what's called a T-pose, which is what he's in. It's the neutral pose for rigging. This helmet, when I go to texture it, I'm going to have to take it off along with the shield. But these little accoutrements are working simply because this is a test. This is only a test. Had this been an actual emergency, you would have been instructed. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to take these. We're going to detach them. Detach.
Yay!
And we're going to make them a little bit bigger. This will be the end of the scabbard. Hopefully. You like it, huh? Well, thank you very much. He's getting there. He's going to be part of an animation. I want to make that a three-way. Stretch. So that stretches the 3 planes. Alright, let's drag him back up here. About there. So that'll be the end of the scabbard right there. And this will be where the sword goes in there. And the music comes out here. So, yeah, I think that's going to work. So now I just have to start working on the various bits. Getting it working again. Let's see. There's that. There we go. That works. Yes. That will work. Alright. So now that I've got it all working, it's time to fix it. I'm going to use a cool little tool called Bridge. Let's drag this over here. Let's turn on our edge faces. And then we're going to go and bridge from here to there. This is making faces the easy way. Since this is going to be an animated piece, I'm not too worried about. Oops, I don't want to bridge. Stop it. I want to select. I said, thank you. Now let's cap that. Boom, done. Alrighty, that looks pretty good. So we're exaggerated, which is exactly what I like in my cartoons, a little over exaggeration. So now we're going to do this one. We're going to do an edge bridge as well. And we'll bring it all together. Bridge. You to there. Nope. Say a bridge. Thank you. Everything's arguing with me today. Make it stop. Alright. Back over here. We all know that the scabbard's bulkier than the sword. I've already got a pretty bulky sword. How do I want to do this? Technically, I don't have to do this, but I want to make it look good. Well, you know what? For now, I can always do a texture. So for the moment, no bridging. Stop it. I keep forgetting. Let's just cap this, and then I can cut into it later. So let's just cap it for now. Then we're going to attach this, and going to edge bridge. I think I only need to do, I said edge bridge. I think I only need to do one of these, then I can do this. I keep forgetting about the bridge is the most aggressive modifier. We can cap that, hopefully. I don't know if that did something bad or not. I want to check it. I don't trust it. Okay, it did what it's supposed to do. Cool. And let's put... Hey, Christy, liked it. Thank you, Christy. Thank you very much. Let's go back to realistic. There we go. All right. So now we have our scabbard roughed out. Technically, it should fit the sword. Let's find out. See if I did my job. Front. Grab you. Good grief, what in the world? Oh, things are just disappearing. Freaked me out there for a second. Alright, so, oops. Okay, there was 1D. Wow, things are messing with me today. There's one detail that I need to get right. And that will be this. There we go. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just close enough. So see, that would accommodate that blade, except for the point. That's okay, we can fix that too. That's why we test in production. Here we go. In case I really want to stick the sword in the sheath, it'll at least look the part. Actually, let's do this symmetrically, and that might be a cool thing, huh? Except when the thing you're trying to scale against disappears. Okay, close enough. So we have sword and scabbard. There we go. Turn off my edges. And here we are, rocking like a hurricane. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to stream. I'm just grateful to have you guys along for the ride. Apparently I'm moving faster than my computer right now. Let's go M. And I think I have a red texture for the hilt. I think this is it here. Close enough. So it's just something to let me know what it is. Oh, that's a good question. Why are those red? Good question. What sorcery is this? I'm not even seeing smoothing groups. Alright, well, not worried about it right now. Alrighty, did you guys enjoy this? As a surprise little stream? Are these the kinds of things you'd like to see me do in the future? Oh. I have been streaming for just over 2 hours. And I think I'm wore out. Old Onslow here has taken a lot out of me, but I have definitely covered some ground with him. When I started with him this morning, he was just a head with a helmet. In fact, I think I've got a picture of him here. You digging this? Cool. Yeah, when I started this morning, that's what he looked like. That's all there was to Onslow. Which is a far cry from what he used to look like a long time ago, which was that, which is overblown. Let's try this one. That's better. So, I started from this. I think I like the brown, these heavy eyebrows more. I think I'm going to model his eyebrows. I don't like the cheesy little ones I've got on his texture. And just kind of started, and then, of course, prepare yourself. Not safe for work. He's naked. And I just kind of stuck the body in and started messing with the proportions. So, yeah. That's how he started this morning. Just kind of went from there. So, yeah. Just seeing you. No. Just seeing you. No pre-work. Well, yeah, I didn't prepare this. I was just kind of like, I'm going to do a thing. And here's the thing. Hey, you know what? While we're here, let's get a kind of a shot of him here. Don't know how we're going to pull this off. Might help if I go to camera. Cameras have slightly better field of vision than the perspective. There we go. Let's see how this looks. And F9, which is right or last, by the way. So I need to put that brass on the tip of the scabbard. I think there's some other details I'm going to put on that scabbard too. But there he is, Onslow Kensington, soon to be in a dungeon disaster near you. I feel like he needs a little curl of hair coming out from underneath that helm. Just this little Superman curl. Alright. That's where we are. And that's me done. Oh my goodness. That's definitely a good morning's work. And if I can just do this more consistently, I might actually have stuff to show you. I assumed he was bald. It's just easier. You know, because either I have to model hair or I have to do a simulation of hair. And I've got some wild simulations of hair. Oh my goodness. Do I have... I'm going to show that off real quick. I've got a real spastic... I don't know if it's under Onslow, though. That's the wrong folder. Let's see, where would that be? Would that be under... Hang on. VR coach stuff? Let's view large icons. I'm not showing some of this stuff because some of this stuff is still under NDA. So I have to be careful what I go digging through in this folder. But I don't think what I'm looking for is in here. What I'm looking for is probably in the mesh folder. Let's see, that's here real quick. Because it is amusing. Well, let's sort by type too, because oh my god, that's a mess. There we go. Yeah. hair simulation. Way too much coffee. So he doesn't have to be bald. I mean, those are individual hairs. But yeah, he's way. See, I like that nose. Should just steal that nose and scale it up. What else have I got in here? Got, well, there's the same character with a helmet, which I kind of like this helmet. Then there is the first attempt. Oh, yeah. Here's my good morning. I called him Maylene. He's around here somewhere. I should probably do something with this character. Still not seeing your screen. Oh, because I'm an idiot. Let's go back. Hang on. I got this. Alright, here we go. Too much coffee. But see, it doesn't have to be bald. I can do hair simulations. It's just a little spastic. And then, same guy with a helmet and big ears. Like this nose, though. Like those teeth, too. Then, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. Anyway, it's just me being silly. I have clearly been up too long, working 10 hours and then modeling for another 4 to 6. Yeah, it's been 6 hours. I've been working on this guy for 6 hours already. Oh, good grief. Anyway, back over here. This was a surprise. Adorbs. Should do something with the purple guy. I really should. This was a surprise stream. I just figured while I was in here working on stuff, I would share. If you really like this kind of content, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, you know, all that stuff depending on what platform you're on. I am streaming simultaneously to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So whatever is your platform of choice, come on over, hang out, smash the button. Tell me you want to see more 3D modeling, or you want to see more 2D drawing with vectors, or you want to see more pencil art, or you want to see it all. Which I can't do at once, but we'll give it a whirl one of these times. Try to go from pencil to vector. I don't know if I'm going to go from vector to... I will be doing his textures and vectors just because I like the general look and feel. And there's an old animation I'm going to try to salvage. And when I do the texture pass this time, I will do it with vectors because I like the feel of it. Kind of like that tower that I modeled in the little Tuesday stream. I'll probably do the same thing with this guy. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to call it because I'm about ready to fall onto the floor asleep. And I want you guys to know that you're loved. You're very deserving of that love. The world's tough enough out there. Don't beat yourself up. And until we meet next time, there might be another surprise stream later down the road. But for now, love you. I'm going to get some sleep. You have an amazing day. And we'll see each other again. Take care, guys. Bye.